So our producers want us to read this. What you are about to enjoy or hate is simply three friends talking football and talking out their asses. Opinions mostly is for entertainment purposes only. You may offer great insights into the NFL and perspectives no one else has. Possible side effects do include feelings getting hurt, being offended, and losing respect for one another. What's up, opinions mostly, friends, family, and faithful viewers? It's your boys from Opinions Mostly. I know it's been a while. We've had our lives going on. Everyone knows that. The draft just happened. We're about to talk about all this fun stuff. So I'm here to introduce the one, the only A.A. Ron the Hammer Quillen.
What it do, what it be, baby?
Aaron, what's been going on in your life, dude? It's been like months.
I know, dude. It's been like forever since I've seen you guys in the virtual world of the World Wide Web.
Absolutely.
Not too much happening over here in Hammerville. Just
Okay.
chilling, working, golfing, just doing all the things.
Are you breaking 90?
I did last week.
Whoa.
But it was an 89. So, but it still counts. Yeah, and then let's see. I think I played around. Yeah, I played around on Wednesday for my stepdad's birthday. And what did I shoot?
With your new Raiders bag?
No, I shot a 95 on Wednesday. The thing's already seen the course quite a few times, boys.
Yeah. What's your go-to course?
Tulalip.
Sponsor this man, dude. Sponsor this man. Give him free rounds, baby.
I prefer to get a patch on the side of the shirt,
Yeah. I do have a Tulalip sweater, but I mean, it's just right down the road. It's a hard course, but it's my course. It's the first big 18-hole course I played on.
18-year-old
18-year-old course.
18-hole
course that I played on.
Hey, it's legal.
Yeah, and it's just home. I know every fairway, every green. I know how it is, and I still suck. So, that's,
dude,
that's
you broke
is.
90 and 95. That's not bad, dude. That's good.
It's not my first time. It's just I can't do it consistently. That's what I'm trying to get. It's consistently breaking 90.
Golf is consistency, yeah.
I was gonna say golf is all about that. Do you remember that one time we went there and I fucking hit and smacked that goose?
No.
Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
I straight up hit a goose and it wasn't hard enough because I sucked.
Yeah.
But hit him and he got jarred.
I don't doubt it.
I'm a goose hunter.
That sounds about right. And I mean, to be fair, every time we've golfed, I've been blackout drunk. So
yeah, we'll blame Jake for that.
Or Sean.
Or Sean, yeah, sober Sean.
Any one of us three,
Yeah,
really.
Good times. The man sitting directly to his left is the one, the only Joe, special team Spallerich. Joe, what's
Hello,
up
special brethren of the podcast Opinions Mostly. How is everyone doing? Like you said, draft happened. A lot of surprises, lots of ups, mostly downs in the draft, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we're here cracking at it.
What's new in your life? What happened recently? You had a big change in your life.
Yes, we finally moved to a bigger place, fellas.
I was talking about coming out of the closet, but okay, either way.
Are you talking to a mirror again? Is there a mirror between you, Nick?
No. Hey-o.
And I'm already missing some stuff while I move. It seems like every time you move, you lose some shit that you can't account for. And you're like, where does this go? There's no dryer to blame it on where the sock magically crawls under the dryer, right? There is that involved in the move. So what's going on here? Still missing shit. I'm not fully unpacked, but still.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah,
I'm already anticipating losing shit unaccounted for.
There he goes. Where are you?
What town is that?
Okay, well, we're on the outskirts of Denver. It's called Glendale, Colorado.
Okay. Glendale.
And the irony is, so I work for the county of Arapahoe County government. Glendale is this random ass city that's like 7 miles northeast of Arapahoe County. And I always joked, I'm going to advocate for higher taxes in Arapahoe County so I can get a bigger paycheck. But ironically, I moved back into my county.
So you fucked up.
Yeah.
Whoops.
You didn't plan well.
Nope.
Bigger place, better place, closer to Denver.
All three of them.
Okay.
D, all the above.
Dope.
Nice.
You
Nice.
follow that
Respect.
Scantron real well.
That was great.
Do
Fantastic.
you have laundry? You have to like go downstairs in an apartment complex to like do your
Yeah,
laundry?
24-hour on-site laundry.
Okay, cool. Well, don't go sniffing girls' panties. We know what you do.
Yeah,
I
weirdo.
can't do that. Yes. I guess it's
Everyone
frowned
will.
upon in the 21st century. I don't know.
I
Unless you're
mean,
in Japan. I don't know.
it's kids these days, dude. They're just changing the way the things used to be. You know, it's a damn
totally.
shame. That's a
Changing
damn
the narrative.
shame. Obviously, I'm your host.
Yeah, Nick,
Shark
why
Bear,
don't
thank
you why don't you tell us how you've been doing? What's going
Yeah,
on
what's
with
new
your
with you?
life?
Fantastico. Nothing's new actually in my life. I am perfectly fine, baby. Just coasting through life. I got no.
Did you get a new
updates.
car?
No. I have money to buy a new car, but I haven't. No. I'll tell
baby.
you what. So I'll tell you something fun that's coming up that I'm looking forward to. Is this Sunday? I don't know when you're gonna upload this, Joe, but it is Friday night. This Sunday, I'm going golfing for the first time this year with a couple security guys that I work with. Montgomery Bell. So we're gonna hit that. One kid's or it's a dad. His son is turning 21, so we're gonna get him just hammered drunk.
Oh yeah.
He's only golfed twice in his life. He's gonna be terrible. I'm gonna beat his ass. We're gonna put bets on it so he has to buy everyone drinks. That's happening Sunday, and then my birthday's coming up on the 8th. So on the 7th, me, Celine, and Jordy and Eliza, some of our really good friends that are married, they're gonna come over to the house. We're gonna go hit Montgomery Bell. Or no, excuse me. We're gonna go hit Greystone on his birthday because his birthday is the 7th. They're gonna stay here. We're gonna barbecue, spend the night, have a good time. Then on the 8th, we're gonna go to Montgomery Bell and hit that golf course. So we're gonna do 2 golf courses in 2 days and do a bunch of
Nice.
barbecues. I'm looking forward to it.
Love it.
Hell yeah. Taking some time off.
No.
I'm gonna be 33. 30.
Nice.
Ocho de Mayo.
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you, Aaron?
33.
Yeah. Joe, how old are you?
32.
Yeah,
31.
that's what I thought. You're the baby. That's right. That's right.
No, I like that idea. My brother actually turns 30 this year, so we're gonna get an Airbnb in Groveland and play 36 holes at Pine Mountain Lake.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. Is your brother getting good now?
Yeah, dude, he fucking hits bombs. Like he's starting to he's at a point where he's starting to break 100, so he's trying to consistently break 100.
He's gonna cunt it.
Yeah, must cut out. But he's already playing really good. Yeah.
All right.
Damn, dude, I suck.
He's got a good coach though, so
Yeah, you. All right, great. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad we're doing this again. I know it's been slow and it's hard to keep up, but I'm glad everyone's here. So let's keep moving forward. We're gonna do a segment that's called Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and it's gonna be about all the draft picks for our individual teams. But first, I want to start out with the Rams, obviously, because Joe has a lot to talk about. Joe, I want you to give me your good, bad, and the ugly. I'm going to run through your picks, and you tell me which ones you think are those. So, round 2, pick 14, you had Terrence Ferguson from Oregon, tight end. Round 3, pick 26, Josiah Stewart, Michigan, edge. Round 4, pick 15, Jarquez Hunter from Auburn. He's a running back. You got round 5, that's not right. Those picks are all wrong. Well, pick 10 in round 5, I suppose. Is Ty Hamilton, Ohio State, defensive tackle, DT. Round 5, pick 36, Chris Paul Jr., Ole Miss, linebacker. You got round 7, pick 26 in that round, Kanata Mumpfield from Pittsburgh, wide receiver. Good, bad, ugly.
All right, so the really good is the way they went in the draft. They went all defense, if you can see, except for literally the first pick, the middle pick, and the last pick. We got linebackers and
so they went more offense than defense.
No, we want more defense than not.
Cut it up, dude. That's even, brother.
Oh, it is even. My bad. I was thinking 4-3 for some reason. Went half and half. Defense is young, not being paid yet. All the money's on the offensive side of the ball. So that means load up on the defense, get the young core going. So I love it. That is the good. The bad was Cooper Kupp leaving the team earlier this year. Totally irregrettable, disrespectful in my opinion. One of my favorite players, not to mention Super Bowl MVP. Anyway,
Do you have a jersey?
he's my jersey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might have to
That
get a
always
Tate.
hurts.
Might have to get a Tate jersey now. We'll see.
That always hurts.
The ugly was Devontae Adams getting burnt at a camp he was doing over the weekend. He was playing defensive back against some camp guys, and he's like, "All right, if you beat me, you get my shoes." Someone beat him on a hot route and a touchdown. They got his shoes. Like, all right, next one that beats me is get my watch. And then someone burnt him and got the watch. And then they're all right, next person get my hat. And then someone got his hat.
So he's like naked. Good thing he didn't do his pants.
Next person gets my chains, and then he breaks up the pack. He's like, "Ooh, can't let go of my chains."
Okay, good.
That was ugly.
Well, I mean, he kept his chain.
Yeah, I mean, ugly.
Like I said, he should have bet his pants.
Yeah, those kids, a lot of kids around. Like you said, this generation changing the narrative with stuff, so I can't do that anymore.
Who are you most excited about though from your draft?
I like the tight end pick, Terrence Ferguson out of Oregon. I think that was fantastic. I love Josiah Stewart, linebacker of Michigan. That just adds to our pass rushing depth that we have, which is fantastic. Which got the Jalen Hurts numerous times in that playoff game last year against the Eagles. Really enjoy it. We won't know until 3 years from now if we hit or miss on these draft picks. That's how long it takes to evaluate these. But
yeah, and
off the top, it looks I'm good what we did considering what we added in free agency.
If you could give your own team a grade, what grade would you give them?
I'd say a B+ because I thought Shedeur was there for the taking.
Yeah. Well, do we want to talk about Shedeur right now?
Once we get,
let's go through.
Yeah, let's go through first.
Because Aaron wants to talk about him. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. All right, fantastic. I love it. Good insights there. How far do you see LA moving in the next season? How far are they getting?
Well, assuming injuries, NFC West chance for sure, clinch. And then kind of like this year, let's see how far they can go and say fuck it.
Okay.
Still got Stafford, still got the offensive line, still got our young upcoming defense. It's really good. Defensive rookie of the year. Added Devontae Adams. I think there's definitely some damage we can do.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be something to watch. All right, let's move on to the Packers. Obviously, Pack is back, baby. Actually, we're always there. Doesn't matter. Round one, we got Matthew Golden from Texas, wide receiver.
Wait, what? An offensive player in the first round?
First time since 2002 that we drafted that wide receiver. I love that guy. I'm gonna do mine a little differently than I'm gonna do your guys' just because I'm here right now talking about it. He's my good. I was super stoked that we're Mark Murphy decided, hey, we're gonna change the game a little bit and like switch it up because we always hit or miss on our things. We always do something that we aren't expecting, and we definitely weren't expecting it this year, which is great. So I kind of like our like. It's always shocking, and I love that. And I think Matthew Golden, I remember him on Texas doing some phenomenal things, which I never really watched college football that much, but he was always a highlight on ESPN. So when we drafted him, I was like, all right, you know what?
Trust me,
let's go.
He is good. He is good.
Yeah. My problem with the whole, not my problem, my concern is I want, as you know, because we've talked about it before, a veteran wide receiver for the Packers. That's what we need, right? Obviously, you can't draft a veteran because that's not how this fucking thing works. It'll be interesting to see who can step up into this veteran role, or if we do something shocking, later on down the road, which I doubt we will. But I'm just saying, Jaden Reed had kind of a flub year last year, I think. And if he's going to be the veteran, he's going to have to help these guys, which he's not, obviously. But he's going to have to help these guys develop. So it'll be an interesting wide receiving core. They're all young. They're all healthy. I think we're trying to maintain that young and healthy, fun, exciting. Who knows what's going to happen. All right, round two, we had Anthony Belton. He is actually part of my good as well. I picked him because I love that we picked up an outside tackle. This motherfucker is 6'6", 336 pounds. I was watching the footage on this dude. He's huge, dude. He's just so big. And you know what? Pushing meat, if you ever try to push a cow over, it's like pushing a cow over, okay? It's fucking difficult. Yeah. So I love that pick. He's another one of my goods. We had third round, Savion Williams from TCU. He's a wide receiver. Once again, we're going deep on that wide receiver core. A little curious about why we're doing that so deep. But super great weapons that we're going to surround Jordan Love with, and we're putting our eggs in Jordan Love's basket, so he has no excuses now because we're building that offensive line. We are fucking giving him the weapons that he needs. Round 4, Baron Sorrell from Texas, another Texas player, which I thought was interesting because Texas is a very well-known school for developing really good players. I appreciate it. He's an edge rusher, which is exactly what we needed to complement our boy, Rashawn. And it'll be interesting to see how he can fill in that emptiness, that empty hole. Can he be that guy? Yeah, I think he can. Keep going. I'm going to keep going. Round 5, we got Colin Oliver from Oklahoma State. He's a linebacker. We got a pretty solid linebacking core, I think, but whatever. We'll see. He's going to develop. It's going to take a couple years, so he'll be the next guy in line. Round 6, Warren Bryson from Georgia, defensive tackle. Once again, I just said it. I won't repeat it. Round 7, Micah Robinson from Tulane. He's the cornerback. So this is my concern. He's my bad, only because, as you know, Jair Alexander is still in the air with what he can do. He has all the options of staying with the team, trading, blah, 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 re-signing, not re-signing, whatever, all that bullshit, just dropping to free agency, whatever the hell he does. He's out there in the open. I love Jair. Obviously, I have a jersey. He's my favorite. I'm kind of curious because where'd it go? If you're looking at our depth chart right here, our cornerbacks are Keyshawn Nixon, who is an all-around phenomenal player. He's got a temper. He can do it all, but is he that guy? Well, as a cornerback, we'll see. I mean, he's been playing that role. Isaiah Dunn is the backup. No. He can replace Isaiah Dunn. Left cornerback, we got Jair. And then Carrington Valentine, who I love. I love that guy. I think he's solid. So I'm kind of curious if we got Nixon, Alexander, and Valentine. This young kid, he's going to get developed underneath these guys to be the next big thing, maybe, or fill in Isaiah Dunn's spot if, should that come to fruition. So he's my kind of bad because it's like, I'm going to put him on the back burner and he's just going to live there, kind of like what we do, like, developing quarterbacks. Huh?
Just to add to that, this is the 3rd straight year the Packers have taken a cornerback in the 7th round after Carrington and Kalen King.
Yeah. And it's just, that's our pattern, though. That's like exactly like what it plays into like the whole thing where it's like, surprise, 1st round. And then everything else is kind of like, all right, let's try to fill in some holes. And then all of a sudden it's out of the blue. And then last but definitely not least is, oh my gosh, I just lost it. John Williams, Cincinnati, offensive tackle. So we're building up that, once again, that tackle line. As you know, we've had problems on our offensive line anyways. So I think this is a good backup pick. Is he the guy? Who knows? I mean, I'm not going to discredit him. Overall, he was 272 in the rank. 6'4", 322 pounds. Another meaty boy. And I like the meaty boys on our offensive line. That's great. That's what we need. So
ass protection.
Yeah, exactly. Ass protection, dude. CYA, cover your ass.
I was thinking tush push since you guys can't get it done. Trying to propose to get that rule removed.
Hey, that's split right now. Have you seen that? We're split right now with the tush push. There's 16 teams on both sides of that. So
it's ridiculous. Pussies.
Agreed.
I don't care if the Raiders are on this side or fucking pussies.
It's like, oh yeah. You should totally tell them that. You should totally encourage that.
It's been a play since the fucking dawn of the NFL.
But it's developed. It's developed in a way that
what else is developed? These nuts.
It's dangerous.
My foot up your ass.
Those are dangerous for the players too. These nuts are horrible. They're not even regulated. Anyways, I'm super stoked. I think overall, I'm happy with this draft. It's been the first time I've been happy with this draft in a long time, I think. And so I'm going to give the rating overall A-. I think we did exactly what we needed to do. And I'm happy, stoked. And if we don't pull off... Huh?
Are you a half glass full type of guy?
No, I'm optimistic.
Let the man finish, Joe. Come on.
Bro, thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Dude, I'm optimistic, and I'm like, nothing's perfect. I mean, who would you give an A+ draft rating to right now? Nobody.
The Bears.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Bears. Fuck off. See, Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna get off track. I gotta stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Namaste.
Raiders, maybe.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Yep, down there. I know.
You're such a troll, dude. I'm happy with it. A minus. And I think we're putting all of our eggs in Jordan Love's basket, which is what I love. That's what I want. I believe in Jordan Love. I think he's the guy that can do it. I'm saying we get once again into the playoffs, but I say we go a little bit farther, if not all the way to the Super Bowl this year. And obviously, I'm going to say that, but I believe it. I believe it.
I mean, I think we're all going to say it about our team. So,
Except for Joe. He's like, oh, yeah, we'll win the division, and then who knows? No.
That's true.
We'll get there.
All right. A run. We can do this one of two ways. I'm going to leave it in your court. Do you want me to read through all of them like I did with Joe, or do you want to talk about yours individually all the way through?
Go ahead and read through them. I like that.
Yes, sir. So round one, we had obviously Ashton Gentry, Boise State running back.
Genty.
Whatever the fuck. What'd I say? Gentry?
Yeah. Terrible.
It's because I can't read.
I don't know how to say his name, so maybe I'm wrong too. Genty.
Genty.
I don't know. RJ spelled it out for me.
I've lived in the South very long, and that was just my accent. Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Boise State running back. Awesome. Round two. You guys traded for this pick, didn't you?
Yeah. Traded back.
Jack Betch. You betcha. TCU wide receiver. 3, Darian Porter, Iowa State cornerback. 3 again, another trade to Caleb Rogers, Texas Tech, offensive tackle. 3, another trade, Charles Grant, William and Mary, outside tackle. Offensive tackle, excuse me. 4, Dante Thornton Jr. from Tennessee. It's a good old Tennessee boy. He's got to be good. He's a wide receiver. You guys are building that shit strong, too, like the Packers. 4, again, another trade, Tonka Hemingway, South Carolina, defensive tackle. 6, J.J. Pegues, Ole Miss, defensive tackle. 6, Tommy Mellett, Montana State, wide receiver. Everyone knows that Montana boys are beefy. 6.
Yeah, he was drafted as a quarterback. I'll get into it. Just keep going.
Oh, yeah, his slash player. Yeah, slash player. Anyways, 6, Cam Miller, North Dakota State quarterback. 7, Cody Lindenberg, Minnesota linebacker. All right, Aaron. Good, bad, ugly.
Thank you, Nick. So my analysis of the Raiders draft this year is going to sound very similar to Nick's, actually. I was thinking a lot of the same things, comparing things the Packers did to the Raiders did, and it's pretty much, I feel the same. Anyway, let's start with the good. Obviously, first round, pick 6 with Ashton Genty, running back, Boise State, arguably the best running back in this draft, if not the best overall player of this draft. He fell to us. We were able to get him, filled a huge hole in our offense. I mean, we did sign Raheem Mostert, but he's older. Zamir White hasn't really produced much of anything. Still have Sincere McCormick. He's decent. Dylan Lube or whatever. He's coming in his second year, so we don't know what he can do. So he's obviously Genty. My point being, Genty's going to be our starting running back, right off the bat, and he's already working. Go ahead.
Let me ask you real quick. Saying what you just said, where would you draft him in your fantasy football league?
Definitely first round.
I
would say around 6 or 7. Honestly.
Okay. All right.
A lot of mock drafts have him in top 5.
Okay.
So,
love it.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. So obviously huge. That's good. Our second round pick, Jack Beck, wide receiver. It was a toss up because this is a good pick too. This dude, he's big, but he's fast. He has hands. He can make plays. We need a true wide receiver 1. Right now we have Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, who both are great receivers, but they're more slot guys, right? I think this guy can be an outside guy. He can be an inside guy too, but I think him and Gino should have a connection, hopefully right off the bat. to help our passing game that's been lacking. So also good. Our third round, Darren Porter, losing Jack Jones recently, and then losing Nate Hobbs to free agency. I think what he went to the Panthers or something like that. Um, we needed a cornerback, so we got one in the third round. He is the third fastest. He had the third fastest 40-yard dash of the combine. So I mean, Al Davis is clapping in his grave. Speed, you know, drafting speed. Third round, I like our guard. We obviously need that for it's our second, third round pick. Offensive tackle, I like that. Colton Miller's contract's up in the air, so if we end up not keeping Colton Miller or whatever, hopefully this will be a good replacement for that Pro Bowler that we have in Colton Miller. And then round four, we got another wide receiver, Dante Thornton Jr. I liked it. I think he actually had the fastest time in the combine.
Yeah.
So again, Al Davis is, just throwing a party in his coffin. This is gonna be the ugly pick for me. Tonka Hemingway, defensive tackle. Good tackle, right? I think that we still have a little bit of depth at tackle. If not, we could have gotten someone in free agency instead of drafting right here. We should have drafted Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, there it is.
So that's why it's ugly for me. Just because obviously we still needed to get a quarterback plan. He was still there. I think we should have drafted him there.
I agree.
I was surprised we didn't.
Dude.
Yeah.
Shocking. Honestly.
Granted, it is shocking that he even fell that far. We can get into that in a minute, I guess.
Yeah.
Number 6, JJ Pegas, defensive tackle. See that too. That makes that other defensive tackle a little bit ugly because we were getting one anyway.
Yeah.
To add to that depth, like I said, we probably could pick up someone better than that fourth round in free agency who's still young. To go behind Christian Wilkins and
Well said, dude.
Yeah.
Well said.
Number 6. This is our bad pick. Or what did I say last ugly? This is our bad pick.
Yeah.
One, because a quarterback who decided right before the combine he doesn't want to be a quarterback, he wants to be a wide receiver. Granted, he's got hands. He can run routes really well. It just doesn't make sense to me, and it goes back to not drafting Shedeur Sanders and getting this guy.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sorry, Tommy Mellett is his name for quarterback from Montana. Montana. What I can envision them doing is making him like a Taysom Hill kind of quarterback.
Yeah.
Like for those special plays, whether he's going to be a running back because he's big enough to do it, running back, receiver, or quarterback. Some kind of trick. Maybe Pete Carroll.
Punt return.
Yeah, Chip Kelly maybe have something in mind for him, so that's why we took him. And then our 2 picks later, we take another quarterback, Cam Miller. I like this one, late round, solid backup. Who knows if we're going to keep Aiden O'Connell? It's kind of looking like we are. So looks like Cam Miller will be our third string, but he has some pretty decent numbers and solid pick. Our last pick, number 7, Cody Lindenberg, linebacker out of Minnesota. Linebacker is another area that the Raiders are hurting, so I'm surprised it took us until 7 to get a linebacker, but maybe we have a plan after June 1st free agency. That's what I'm hoping for.
I mean, he's 6'2", 236 pounds.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for a linebacker. That's what you want.
Yeah, and I mean, 2024, he totaled 94 tackles and then 6 passes defended. He's solid. That's for a 7th rounder. That's solid.
Not bad. Not
that's
bad.
Solid. So
I totally agree with your everything you said was spot on. Great job, Aaron. You've done your research. You've done your homework. You know your fucking team. That's great. The Tommy Malott or whatever the fuck his name is. That is a very interesting point. He's 6 foot, 208 pounds, going in as a wide receiver. Can he fill those holes, or can he be like someone that you want, like Taysom Hill, like you said?
Yeah, that Swift Army knife kind of guy.
Is that something though that you want to see the Raiders do?
I just want to see them fucking win. I don't care how they do it. Okay, I don't care. Just fucking win.
I'm interested in the prospect of Cam Miller, the quarterback out of North Dakota State. So North Dakota State plays just one level up under the FCS level at college, and North Dakota's won like 3 titles in a row,
No.
or three championships
Yeah.
in a row. So I'm very
No.
curious to see how he could do in the big leagues.
Yeah. So overall grade A-. The only thing that really hurt them is not taking Shedeur Sanders in the 4th round. In my
Yes.
opinion. In my
Yes.
opinion.
Dude,
Okay. So
So
let's
I
talk.
think
Go.
with Geno Smith, Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, new offense, new regimen going in there. You got what's his face as our GM. They're obviously in a win now kind of mode. This draft has been the best draft the Raiders have had since I've ever seen in my lifetime, probably. Granted, this is on paper, not what's in production later in the season, but
Yeah.
this has made me like a realist kind of optimism because every year it's like, oh yeah, oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a
This is
fucking
our
year,
year.
but no, like on paper now with our coaching and our signings, like
competitive.
I'm starting to come around to Geno Smith. He's already there working. He's already working his fucking ass
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
This is
Geno's
yeah,
dope, man.
yeah. This is gonna be a good year. This is gonna be a good year. That's why I'm giving an A- for the Raiders 2025 draft.
I would say a B plus, but I agree. I mean, everything else I agree with.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I respect it.
And I think, like you said, Gino too, dude. He is that guy.
Yeah.
He's really good, dude. Everyone,
Yeah.
knocks him and shit, but
Yeah.
he's solid. He's a solid
Yeah.
quarterback.
He's solid.
He's solid. What do you gotta say, Joe? Come on, you're up. Raise your hand,
He's
bitch.
above average quarterback. I'll give him that. He is basically on a 1-year contract though. And I was thinking they would get Shedeur to Aaron's point. Maybe they were ready and comfortable to move on, but obviously they have different ideas.
Well, how similar, Joe, in your opinion, is Shedeur and Gino? Like, could he have learned anything from Gino?
I think he can learn how to be a vet and a pro in the league. Gino had to go to the lowest of lows to get to where he's at with the Jets and the Giants, and then ultimately becoming he was declared a bust. I don't know if you guys remember, he was declared a
Yeah.
bust, and he sat behind Russell Wilson for 3 to 4, maybe 5 years, something like that, before he got comfortable. And I remember that year when it was shocking news that Russ was getting sent to Denver, and then Gino was being promoted as starter. Internally, I thought I could see that because I saw games where Gino had to play for Russ, where he had to sub in halfway through the game because Russ got injured, and Gino was holding his own and doing really good. And after seeing that in the NFC West, I was like, I could see Gino starting for sure, no questions asked. He's definitely earned his stripes.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if Shedeur was underneath him, like learning from him,
There'd be so much you could learn from it. Not to mention Tom Brady being in the room as well. Um,
So how much did Dion affect Shedeur dropping? That's the real question.
Oh, dude, it's his fault entirely.
Yeah.
It's a
It is entirely
combination.
to go out like RJ made a good point. He is
Shout out
publicly,
RJ.
yeah.
All right, time out. RJ, you've been doing great work for us. We appreciate it. If you guys follow our Facebook page, RJ's the man. He's all about it. He's always engaging with everybody. He knows all the shit. He knows more shit than we do. Anyways, Aaron, continue.
He made the point too. Like you got to kind of wonder what this does to Shedeur's mindset and Shiloh too. He's said publicly multiple times that Shedeur is his favorite son, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
like
What
not
kind of
only did
fucking
he,
monster does that?
yeah, right. Not only is he making comments like that, talking all that shit, did it hurt Shedeur's draft capital? Yeah. Also, Shiloh's. He signed undrafted. Like,
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, to be fair, Shiloh was projected to go 7th round or undrafted.
and he didn't get drafted because of Dion. Joe, okay,
Yeah.
just shut the fuck up.
If your
I don't know,
own
I'm just
dad's
kidding.
telling you, like, if
No.
the father is saying what he's saying, then it's a problem. Like, everyone takes note.
Yeah, and
Dion's
it's not even that. It's the fact that, earlier last year, Dion saying he's not going to go to this team, this team, this team. We won't even accept any of that kind of stuff, right? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? That, and I mean, Shedeur not even participating in the combine, though, I think that hurts a lot. There's just a lot of ego in that room,
Yeah.
but it mostly falls on Dion.
Well, I mean, we all saw Shedeur Sanders, if you were watching, his little room that he had, and they weren't even there when they, like, panned to it at the very first time. I don't think they were there ever, but the headphones like sitting on the bench and all that stuff. It's like, dude,
Yeah,
come on, man. That's
yeah.
like me doing this.
Theatrics. The bullshit theatrics.
Hey guys, it's the Shark. Welcome to Opinions Mostly. It's we're the best out here, kind of thing. Let me just talk about it from off camera. Like that doesn't make any sense. It's really sad. It's honestly a sad thing, and that just goes to show you, it's good. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
So
Moving on.
My internal thoughts. I forgot we're on camera.
Shedeur doesn't do him any favors when he doesn't come prepared to answer questions when the team's like Brian Daboll goes and sits down and he says that's the worst interview I ever had with a draft prospect. And then there's another report. A team came in and they gave him part of the playbook to study. And he's like, hey, we just want to we need to study a couple pages here. And then he just reluctantly refused to. And then Shedeur comes in talking like, how is the culture? How am I going to be able to impact the culture? How am I going to be able to grow and develop as a leader? So a lot of ego, not a lot of blinders on for sure. I think the ego he gets away with, you can get away with that if you were a prospect like Caleb Williams last year with all that upside and talent, that the generational type of quarterback. But Shedeur wasn't that type of generational quarterback. So you combine that with being egotistic. Yeah, it's just no win-win for sure. And he's already come out and acknowledged.
He gets it from Dion, so it all falls on Dion.
Yeah, I mean, it really does, I think.
And Shedeur came out and said he could have done better in the pre-draft process as as and then to your point, Aaron, Shedeur fired Dion as his agent. He hired a new agency for him.
I saw that.
Which is
I think it's smart.
I know, but it's like unfortunate at the same time.
Got the tether at some point. Be your own person.
Yeah.
But Shedeur's fringe anyway. I've been watching him since college and the pro and all this. He's gonna be a fringe NFL playoff player anyway.
Essentially, all I was gonna say earlier when I said I'm not gonna say it is just parents can have a positive and negative effect on their children. Yes. That's all I was gonna say.
No, that's absolutely true.
Yeah. Okay. I love it, boys. Good, bad, ugly. That was great. That was a fun segment. We should probably do a draft every year.
Yeah.
All right.
Clever idea.
You guys have seen the shit going around on social media. 100 men versus one gorilla. Okay. I want to know everyone's opinions on these things. Are we talking like who you're picking and why?
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? What kind of men, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Do they get no weapons? It's just a fist fight.
Yeah, just fist fight.
Straight up. And like you said, what kind of men? I mean, nowadays it could be anybody.
I don't think that really matters. I'm gonna pick the gorilla.
Hey, put your money on the gorilla.
Taking the gorilla, baby.
I'm taking the gorilla, dude. Those things, dude, they're just like like they were just like one hit, like one swift movement, and you're knocking out like 10 guys, right?
Yeah,
and that first guy's dead. Like his head probably just like turned to mush.
Well, the first 10 are
like goes into the next one. It was just gorilla's just throwing people everywhere, probably tear guys in half, like and the guys are just like as hard as they could punch a gorilla in the face, it's just gonna piss off the gorilla even more. Like I gotta go with the gorilla,
baby. All right. Aaron's on the gorilla side.
So to Aaron's point, the gorilla will be focused on those 10 people, right? It only takes the 11th person to gouge their eyes out or kick them in the nads, right? Real fucking hard. But I got a list of people I want to run by you guys, all right? Okay.
I don't know where this is going, but okay.
I hope it's not 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no. I got a list of 100. I'm going to pick a couple highlights, though.
Jacques from blah, 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 from Germany. He's a strong...
Is this a draft?
Yeah, it's a draft.
So, in the first pick of the 100 men draft. All right. I'm just going to throw some names out and some comments. Okay, Brock Lesnar on steroids.
No.
Vontez Burfict. Headbutting.
Okay, wait. Time out. Are we talking about them attacking individually one-on-one?
Being part of a group of like 5 to 6 or so. All right?
Okay, this is where I wanted to... Let me interject. Time out. I'm going to interject real quick. If I'm watching the movie 300... Okay, or like something like that, and they're all attacking from like different angles and like surrounding them. kind of thing, maybe there's a chance with these people you're about to name. Maybe because they all just swarm at the same time and just land on top of
The
them.
gorilla is gonna jump, and when he jumps with that force, all those dudes are gonna go flying, and then he's gonna land. And while he lands with his gorilla feet, he's gonna take two heads and smash them in the ground while he's coming down swinging, and then he's gonna helicopter
He's
fists
got
around.
skulls in his hand. He's just
Okay.
swinging around the
While
body.
that happens, John Jones comes in swinging back kicks at him. Aaron Donald comes in and takes his ass to the ground. Sylvester Stallone, prime Rocky, just knocks him in the face like 20 fucking times. All right. Derrick Henry will just run through him, ground and pound, take the shoulder, dip it into him.
This is a strategy, though, you're talking about. We're talking about strategy now.
Tom
We're
Hardy,
talking strategy.
prime Lawrence Taylor. I mean, I'm liking some of these names on the list here. You know, Ron Artest, prime Ron Artest, Tyson Fury. I'm liking some of these names.
Joe
Shane
Rogan's
Gillis
just smoking pot, blowing it right in the gorilla's face.
Joe Rogan's on here as a podcast commentator.
No, he should be the guy smoking pot, blowing it in his face, getting him high. So he's like, "Oh, I'm
Can
relaxed."
you imagine if you get a gorilla so high they just forget they're even a gorilla? No.
He's just like a man now. He's like, "I'm on your guys' side," and he's like, "Wait, there's no one to attack."
I think if you strategize properly, I think the 100 men could take the one gorilla. There's gonna be a lot of fatalities, but I think we can come out.
Okay. If we're leading this charge, like to like actually destroy this gorilla, who are you picking as your like captain, your guy that's like commanding the battlefield?
Napoleon Bonaparte. Hey, he's a man.
Yeah.
It's a different era.
Oh,
fuck yeah. He's got a personal vendetta at that point.
who am I?
Aaron,
Oh my God,
who
that's
would you
hard.
pick to command the army of 100 men?
I don't fucking know. That's a hard question.
Come on.
To command it?
Mm-hmm. Tell them when to attack and where to attack from. Each individual 100 people, there's a commander. Who is it?
John Gruden.
There we go. Spider Y2 banana.
Oh shit!
I need to see some better effort out there.
Dude, he's gonna hype and coach those guys up. He's gonna have the best game plan, defense and offense. All right.
Oh my God! You know what? I was going with the gorilla the whole time because you sold me. But when you said John Gruden's going to command the army of 100 men, it's fucking done.
Hey, he mentioned the hype up and the coaching. Pair him with Ray Lewis, prime Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Okay, I'm picking the 100 men. Fuck it.
Led by John Gruden.
Yeah, he's the 100th man.
That is the ultimate coach right there. Yeah, he's the last man standing.
Yeah.
He'll die with those
he
men
just
too.
on the gorilla's head.
Yeah.
He's just like, that's it, baby. He's like, that's done. Just win, baby.
See, let's go.
Just win.
Just win.
Winning coach John Gruden, you know.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck. I think we just solved that case.
That was easy. It took 5 minutes.
Why did everyone else like make this like a whole thing? Now it's fucking easy as shit. No.
Yeah.
That's why people come to opinions mostly to listen to our opinions. We figure this shit out clearly and quickly.
Yeah. Super simple. I mean, obviously, it's done. Opinions mostly. Like, comment, subscribe. You know we're here. We appreciate you guys watching. John Gruden is the man. All right, let's move forward. Let's go to our NBA playoff update. Joe, NBA playoffs are happening right now.
All right. Yeah,
What's happening? What's happening?
Okay.
The Warriors. You ain't gotta be quiet.
All right. So playoff bracket's been set. Most of the first round has been figured out. We are currently waiting on Rockets and Warriors, which is going on right now. And then we got the Nuggets and Clips that are happening tomorrow. But as you can see, the Eastern Conference is settled in. Got the number 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers against Indianapolis Pacers. And then we got the number 2 Celtics versus the number 3 Knickerbockers. This will be an interesting matchup because the Celtics are just going to run through the East. And in the West, we had one of the surprise upsets, I suppose. The Timberwolves over LeBron and Luka's Lakers in 4-1 fashion. Anthony Edwards just went ham, talking shit to everyone, bodying LeBron. It was beautiful to watch. Thunder take care of business against Grizzlies. No need to talk about that. Nuggets and Clips been a fun series to watch. as have been the Rockets and Warriors. So right now things are kind of panning out the way it should be. I guess some people had the Lakers going further. We'll see what happens with the Warriors and the Rockets. Warriors are in a clinching situation as we speak. But that's where we're at right now with the NBA playoffs. I would say in the East, it mostly held up, especially with Damian Lillard being out for the Bucks. Giannis, some big questions in the offseason where he wants to go. But yeah, Cavaliers and Pacers, Knicks and Celtics. Probably going to be Cleveland and Boston in the Eastern Conference semifinals, and we'll see how the West pans out.
All right. Well, I got to ask you, Joe, are you surprised with the Lakers Timberwolves turnout?
Not entirely. Luka was sick for an entire game. Tried to play through it, just could not. LeBron age started to show. Anthony Edwards is a dog. He is going to be a menace to him. They won last night, Game 5 in LA. Anthony Edwards, after he did his media availability and showered, just started walking downtown LA, talking shit to all the Laker fans. Just out in public, man, just walking the sidewalk. One bodyguard with him, just talking mad shit. I love it. I am here for it. Ant is funny as fuck and awesome, very entertaining to watch. So I'm not too surprised. I get going into the series, that would be the upset of the first round.
Who are you seeing in the championship?
Boston for sure in the East. The West, I can see right now the Thunder or the Oklahoma City Thunder are the favorite. I could definitely see the Nuggets or the Clippers being there. Both teams are. I could really see any four in the West, but the Thunder are the favorite for sure. I think I'd be surprised if the T-Wolves got all the way, but that would be a hell of a story for sure. Clippers at some point, Kawhi is going to get hurt. James Harden's not going to show up, just like he doesn't in every fucking year he's in the playoffs. He has one good playoff game, and then every other game is like 8 to 10 points.
Yeah.
4 turnovers. Nuggets, we'll see. They have an intern coach, so. But now it's the Thunder.
That series is tied 3-3, though. I don't know. That could go either way. And if the Clippers go that far, like you said, I don't know. It
depends on Kawhi's health. It depends on Kawhi's health.
Yeah,
there's no comes down to that.
Yeah.
Those could be fun.
I'm looking at you don't like the Cavs?
Not right now. The Celtics are they're the overall betting favorite. They have the most depth. They have the most experience. They brought back basically their entire championship team that won it last year. And Porzingis is healthy for the whole season too. I could see Cleveland doing it, but Boston would have to Boston would need to conduct some blunders along the way, some very uncharacteristic turnovers, play style, things of that nature. I give Cleveland a swingers chance, but I would still take Boston though. My gut.
Yeah. I mean, I think if I see it in the championship, I'd go Boston. And I want to root for the Warriors, obviously, because I don't really pay that much attention to basketball, but I did like the Warriors because of San Francisco and on the Bay Area.
You know, like Minnesota?
No, fuck no. I already know they're trash. No, I can't even name one guy on the team. No.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I don't even. But Anthony Edwards has got like two first names almost. Edward.
Yeah, legendary like Ricky Bobby. Yeah.
But you're not looking at the Nuggets on that side?
No, Nuggets fired their head coach, Mike Malone, with about 4 games ago in the season.
Yeah.
I mean, Nuggets can, but they don't. They're not a good matchup with the Thunder, and the Thunder just do everything good in the West.
But think about the Nuggets storyline. That would make something for a championship, right?
It would be a hell of a Cinderella story, right? And the Nuggets, they would match up pretty good against Boston, but I'm telling you, I think OKC, maybe Minnesota. That's the way I'm looking at it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Good shit. I like it. Thanks for the update, Joe, on the NBA playoffs. I appreciate it. You know, we try to cover a little bit of everything here, even though we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, because it is opinions mostly. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend. Hey, Aaron, Stanley Cup playoffs are happening right now. Just give us a rundown of who's in. And what the fuck's happening.
You know, speaking of not knowing what the fuck you're talking about, let's talk about some hockey.
I love it. That's a great introduction.
All right, so first round right now, we still got the Blues beating the Jets 5-2. Third period, 5:16 left. And then tomorrow night, first round, the Stars play the Avalanche.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
3-3.
The Vegas Golden Knights
Mm.
beat Wild.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Minnesota Wild. Okay,
Minnesota.
I didn't know that.
Poor Minnesota.
And then the Oilers beat the Kings. So round 2 will consist of the Golden Knights playing the Oilers. This is the Western Conference, by the way. Eastern Conference, we got the Maple Leafs beat the Senators. And then the Panthers beat the Lightning. So the Maple Leafs and the Panthers will be facing off in round 2. Going on more Eastern teams, we got the Capitals who beat the Canadians. Not really a fucking team. That's really
Canadians,
a fucking team. Okay. And then
You're doing great, Aaron. We love it.
The Hurricanes beat the Devils, so the Capitals and the Hurricanes will be playing in the second round for the Eastern Conference as well.
I love it.
Who do you have, Aaron?
Fucking Golden Knights. Duh.
Good selection, man. Hey, good pick. That's not a bad pick at all.
You know what? Yeah, it's not a bad pick at all. I can appreciate that. I like Barkov with the Florida Panthers. I think I see in the championship the Panthers going all the way. I don't know. They got the vibe going right now. And I also work with someone that's a huge Panthers fan, and she tells me about it all the time. She goes to see the games, she does all stuff. So I'm gonna pick the Panthers in the championship. They're gonna get there.
They are top dog. They are top dog, Nick. Panthers, they're going back to back potentially.
Yeah. And I think if the Blues pull this off, it's gonna be tough to beat the Stars or Avalanche. It's gonna be tough to beat them. But if the Blues can get that far, I think I like the momentum of like the underdog team. You know what I mean? Like let's ride the underdog. So deep cut, Blues, Panthers. Panthers win.
The Avs still have Aaron McKinnon, the MVP from the Stanley Cup a couple seasons ago when the Avs won it. So don't overlook Colorado just yet.
Yeah, but have you been to a Colorado game?
Watch them on TV.
Dude, you should go, actually. I bet you'd have fun.
I do want to go to a Sharks game.
Yeah, Sharks game? Yeah, good luck. I mean, actually, you could get free tickets, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. I just want to go.
Dude, hockey games are fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Nashville, we fucking sucked, but going to a game, always fun. Yeah. Always fun.
I mean, if I really had to pick a team, it would be the Sharks.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
The local team, baby.
A fun thing, I mean, you guys probably know, but like we always throw our catfish over here in Nashville right on the ice. And they're talking about how can you sneak it through the detector and all that stuff. It's a fucking fish. It's a catfish. You just strap it. People strap it with like saran wrap around them, and then they just wear a big shirt.
It'd be weird when they smell like fish, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, when you sit next to the guy though. But when you sit next to the guy and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" You're like, pull out a catfish. How fucking sick is that? Rest in peace, Nashville. We'll see you next year. Anyways, Aaron, good job on talking.
Hell yeah.
You sound like you know what you're talking about, although you have no fucking idea.
All I did was just list some teams, and one of them was Canadians that have probably been a team longer than I've been alive, and I had no fucking idea there was an NHL team called the Canadians.
Canadians.
From Montreal.
Hey, I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, I'm going to run through MLB right now. MLB is obviously happening. There's no playoffs yet because we're still early into the season. Well, what is it now? It's May. Yeah, it's still early.
It's still early.
The thing that I paid somewhat attention to was obviously the San Francisco Giants over here in the National League. We were for the last week at the top dog, but guess what happened? Shohei Ohtani, Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers are leading the West right now, 21-10. Padres are 19-11. San Francisco is 19-13. So it's a tight race up there, but fuck, dude, fucking Dodgers every fucking year. It's same old story, same old song and dance.
Dynasty, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. I hate that we lose to them or every year the fucking Dodgers are the fucking team. Anyways. Remember back in college, Joe? Did we talk about this when we were in college and then the fucking Giants won in 2013?
2011, 2013.
Then the year or 2 years after that or before that. Yeah,
11,
yeah.
13,
Anyways,
and
doesn't
15.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, so Los Angeles is leading right now in the West, National League West, NL West. Chicago Cubs are leading in the Central, 19-13. Cincinnati Reds are 17 and 15 right behind them. East, over there, you got the Mets at 21 and 11. Philadelphia Phillies at 18 and 14, which the Braves are my unsung heroes, with the guys that I think could pull it off, although they're looking kind of weak. And American League, all right. New York Yankees, shocker. Ever since they got those torpedo bats. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. We all know the bats don't mean anything. They're 19 and 13 with Boston Red Sox on their tail, 18 and 16. Central, you got Detroit
Tiger.
Yeah, football.
They're both fucking cats.
Hey, shout out the Detroit fans, though. They have 3 teams to root for that have all been in the postseason: the Lions, the Pistons, and looks like the Tigers, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. Detroit's trying to prove that they're actually a worthy city of existing. Have you ever been to Detroit?
I have no desire to go.
Exactly. That's all they
Unless
have to live
Eminem
for.
calls me up and is like, "Hey, yo, dog, come over." And I'm like,
You're like, wait,
"Shit, boy, I'm on my
LA?
way."
No, to LA?
To the
Promise my
313.
safety.
Guardians are right behind them, though, at 18 and 13 early in the year. And then last AL West, you got Seattle Mariners 18 and 12, tied with the Athletics.
What?
Come on, baby. Well,
The
not
Sacramento
tied, but
Athletics?
right there,
No,
18 and
there's
15.
no city. It's just the Athletics show.
Yeah, they have no.
I know.
Sacramento.
No designation.
The A's, though, at 18 and 15 in the West, are right behind the Mariners at 18 and 12. So,
are you keeping up, Aaron?
Shocking.
Are you keeping up with the A's?
Dude, if by some fucking 0.5% miracle they win the World Series, there's just going to be a huge asterisk next to it for me.
What about just making postseason?
Asterisks. Asterisks all around. Fucking, they don't deserve it. Here's the thing: the players do, but that fucking organization does not.
Aaron, speaking of trophies and whatnot, you got your...
No, I need to go over there.
Isn't it Mom and Dad's house? It's been over there forever.
Yeah, I know. I've had space brain lately. I forget everything.
Get your fucking trophy.
Hey, Aaron.
I know.
Also, I gotta send you the plaque too, so you're gonna have to send
DIY it.
Yeah, okay.
or DIY, yeah. Just put like a little fucking
chisel.
Some blue tape over the
Aaron, there's 2 teams I want to point out that are having a worse time than you in baseball. The first team is the Pittsburgh Pirates. The first team is the Pittsburgh Pirates, and here's why. They're just counting down the years when Paul Skeens is going to eventually leave them and go to a contender because the Pirates are too fucking cheap to afford him.
Skeens, yeah.
And watching Paul Skeens strike out Shohei the other day, ooh, zesty, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And then the other fan base is having the worst team. Colorado Rockies, a dismal 6 and 25, on par to have the worst record of all time in MLB, man. So I'm just saying, something to hold your head on, man.
How much are tickets, Joe? Have you looked at the tickets?
Oh, like $13, dude, for like halfway down first baseline, halfway up in the lower bowl.
Dude, you gotta go just for fun.
Oh, we usually go. We're gonna go see when the Pirates come to town, when Paul Skeens is scheduled to pitch, and then go see the Dodgers play with Shohei and everyone. Dodgers is always fun. You know, the most expensive seats are ironically behind the third baseline because that's where all the shade is because of the way the sun moves in. Those are actually the most expensive for like $56.
Okay. Oh yeah, 56. Damn, really breaking the bank there.
Damn, I know, right? For a Thursday afternoon matinee.
Yeah, sit in the fucking shade and like what? Watch their team get destroyed. That's awesome.
They do have they're getting smart. They're getting clever. They're having buy one get one drafts for $4 a draft before the first pitch to entice people to come early so they get money.
That's like almost free drinking.
I know it is. That's how bad they are. They sell out though every game. They're like 90% sold out, which is it doesn't make any sense to me, man.
I mean, well, look, if like
ballpark's beautiful. Though.
I only became a baseball fan because I lived in San Francisco, and that's when I got introduced into baseball. So I was like a lot older. if I moved to fucking Colorado and I lived right there in Denver and all that bullshit, and they were fucking doing that shit, I'd be rooting them all the time and buying $13 tickets. I mean, come on. It makes sense.
They're
Support
cheap.
the home team, baby. Something to do. All
It's
right.
something to do, but a franchise that just does not know how to win. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, the Colorado Rockies, I mean, what a joke.
Great ballpark though. I'm telling you, it's a great ballpark.
No one wants to fly in there either, which is kind of funny because of all the fucking weather. Anyways, I don't want to fucking fly there.
DIA's top 3 busiest airport in the country.
Yeah, but here's the plane.
Turbulence. Get used to it. Stop being a bitch.
Oh.
Hey guys, we're coming down for landing. Oh shit, we got to go back up and circle around. Hold on.
I've never had to do a circle around ever since
I did in Sacramento.
See, worst airport right there.
Yeah.
It was flying home.
From where?
Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a hell of a flight.
Yeah, fucking A. That's like, what, 6 hours?
Well, actually, our layover was in Houston, so it was coming from Houston.
Still, fucking
long travel day.
Sac is actually pretty windy too. They should be the windy city.
Yeah.
Fuck Chicago. All right. Joe, tell us about your special teams miss, baby. This is the new segment from Joe Special Teams in the offseason. What are the biggest misses across sports and all this fun stuff that you
Okay, so we got 3 of them here today, lads. The first one came from Game 6 of the New York Knickerbockers and Detroit Pistons. Pistons were down 3-2, and you can see the scoreboard. 4.3 seconds to go. They had 3. They just needed 3 to tie it and go into overtime. And they were doing good. They started getting momentum, gaining momentum in the series. It looked like it was going to Game 7, and then this blunder happens.
Movement. Beasley, Harris falls down. Hardaway, back for Cunningham. Swing it off the hands of Beasley, out of bounds.
You're not going to share your screen? You're just going to let us listen to it?
Oh,
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, I missed it. Well, I heard it, though. That sounded intense.
You'll watch it on playback. Don't worry. But as you can see, Malik Beasley just completely mishandles the ball and fumbles it. He was wide open for a 3, would have gave the pump fake. Step over, wide open 3, boom, tie ball game. And instead, the Pistons lose the series to the Knicks 4-2.
That's fucked up.
The next blunder, the next special teams blunder we have is Tyrese Halliburton's father, his Faja. After the Indiana Pacers clinched their Game 5 win against the Milwaukee Bucks, Tyrese Halliburton's father decides to wander on the court and, I don't know, fuck around and find out, start talking shit to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Take a look here.
Giannis I had no idea it happened until I got to the back, and me and my pops have talked about that, and I don't agree with, what transpired there from him. Basketball is basketball, and let's keep it on the court. And I think that he just, got excited, saw his son make a game winner, and came on the court. The emotions of the game just got excited there. I talked with him. I'll talk with Giannis.
One thing I'll say.
I mean, if that was any Joe Schmo, like any of us on opinions mostly, we would be banned from entering any NBA game, banned and trespassed from the field house. The property entirely, never to see a game again. But guarantee you, Tyrese Halliburton's father will get special treatment. There has been an update. The Pacers have banned him from further postseason games.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like if your dad's like that big of a fan, like you should not be pulling that kind of shit. But also we know he's kind of a hothead, so
yeah.
And then Giannis was trying to exit the court, and then Tyrese's father gets in his face again, and then they go forehead to forehead. And what's even crazier is Tyrese Halliburton's father is an actual basketball referee. He should know better than this. Crazy.
Embarrassing.
The last blunder we have.
Wait.
It was a miss.
Was he drinking?
Who? Oh no, he's just normal shit talker. Well, that's just a miss and a blunder for Tyrese's dad. Like, what are we doing here?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, drinking will get the best of you, so it's probably
been there, brother.
You want to go? You want to go? It's like a 12-year-old kid. You're like, you want to fucking fight?
I didn't hear no bell.
You and I have squared up drunk a few times.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, right?
Out of love.
Right.
No.
Our last blunder we have is the Sacramento Kings announced they have officially hired their new head coach of Doug Christie. Doug Christie was the interim head coach after coach of the year, unanimous coach of the year from 2 years ago. Mike Brown got let go about a third of the way through the NBA season. The way I see the reason why I say this was a blunder was If Doug Christie did not get hired by the Kings, he would not have secured one single interview with any of the other opening coaching vacancies in the league. Furthermore, showing that the owner, Kings owner and CEO, Vivek Ranadive, is pulling the strings and dictating who's going to be hired and what he wants to do. The new GM, Scott Perry, probably had no say in who he wanted to hire as head coach. The owner told him, "You're hiring him," and that's final. So once again, dysfunction with the Sacramento Kings franchise. I guess just dysfunction in Sacramento in general with the A's and the Kings.
Power and money, baby.
The A's
Power and money.
the A's are playing well, so I don't know. It's just dysfunction on where they're fucking relocating.
Maybe just John Fisher, the owner. All right.
Yeah, fuck that guy, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking,
That's what I'm saying. Fuck our owner, Vivek Ranadive.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
There's your special teams misses of the week. Nick, you'll be able to watch it back on playback if you didn't see it.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I mean, I saw all that like on ESPN, so I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, I like the context though, because at work there's no volume on the million TVs they have on the gaming floor, and I saw it, and I'm like I saw him go like head to head. I'm like, why is that short guy trying to fucking fight that big ass player? Like, what the hell's going on? So it's good to know that was.
There you go.
And it was unfortunate because Halliburton hit the shot to go ahead, then the game opener. He jumps up on the scorer's table and hands up in the air, having a time of his life. He's not even aware of what his dad's doing until he gets to the back of the locker room, which takes away from his moment. But whatever,
absolutely.
They've got it figured out.
And piggybacking off of what Aaron said, that's why you watch Opinions Mostly. Like, comment, subscribe. All right.
Hey, there we go.
I got one quick thing for you guys. I wanted to share with you. We're gonna call this Shark Chomp Show and Tell. This is my old binder that my mom and dad brought me from in December from my old house. This is all my football cards way back when I thought I knew what I was doing. So here's just I want to show you a couple pages real quick and then we'll move on. Green Bay Packer page. Look at
Yawn.
Son. Can you see it? Probably not. This might not work that well.
Too much green.
These are all the 50th anniversary, including Brett Favre. All right. I have pages of Packer cards.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Any Aaron Rodgers? Oh, yep, there's a rookie one. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, rookie Aaron Rodgers. I got all kinds of good stuff. Shannon Sharp.
AJ Hawk.
Huh? Is it alphabetical?
No, fuck no. I wasn't that smart.
Or is it just like how cool it looks?
It's just how cool they look, dude.
I like
AJ Hawk.
I like it.
Tim Harris, blah, 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 blah. And then I wanted to share with you guys, mostly Aaron, this fantastic Raiders page.
Oh, that's dope.
I took it out. We got Tim Brown on this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Was that Jim McMahon at the top?
Shit, dude. If I could stop dropping this, huh?
Was that Jim McMahon at the top? I saw that. Top left corner?
No.
No. Sorry, it looked like him.
Anyway, some fun stuff there, and then Joe, something for you. I don't know if any of these cards are worth money. Oh my god!
Bye.
This
I'd invest in a phone stand, my boy.
I have one, but it's just at work. I got Bears pages. Unfortunately, I don't know what I was thinking. Probably the money. Right here, though, is my only Rams page.
Bruce.
Like it.
Jim Everett. All right. No Steven Jackson, huh?
You want to buy them? That's why I'm showing.
For about $350. About $350.
I'll give you. Yeah. All right. How many? I'll give you each card for $350. No problem.
$350.
Anyways, that's a little show and tell there for you guys. Aaron, why don't you close this episode out with your question, your closing question, Aaron?
Right. Let me set the scene, paint a picture, right? Nick's in town. Nick and Selena are in town. Joe's in town, right? Pops is gonna throw on a tri-tip on the barbecues, some hot dogs, some hamburgers, But the parents have one request for us to bring a side dish. So it turns into a little potluck at the house on the hill, right? But you have to make it. Nick, I'm talking to you. Celine's not making it. You have to make it.
You son of a bitch.
What is your guys' dish?
Fuck. That's a very good question. I know what Joe's gonna pick. Wait, how about I guess what Joe's gonna pick real quick? Joe's gonna make his quadruple mac and cheese dish, where it's just mac and cheese full of every cheese in the book, and he throws it all together. And then when you lift it up, it's like fucking yeah, you're trying to like string the cheese up, right, Joe?
I was gonna say that or a potato casserole.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Potato casserole or a potato salad?
Casserole, like scalloped potatoes and a baking sheet. Throw some cheese, salt, some dairy on it, and let it bake for about 350.
I hate to break that to you, Joe. Those are just scalloped potatoes.
There we go. Scalloped potatoes.
Scalloped potatoes.
Scalloped potatoes or mash and cheese.
Okay.
Mash and cheese. What the fuck? Okay.
I just made that
Nicholas?
up.
Since I can't have Celine do it, I'll probably just go to my go-to, which is really easy to do, and it's nothing like spectacular, but it's something. I'll just take a bunch of onions, chop them up. I take some mushrooms, chop them up, throw them all in like a little foil thing, big old foil thing. Put some soy sauce in there with some like basil and all this other bullshit, and grill them on the grill. Make them nice and a little toasty. Nothing like overcooked, and it's like the perfect thing to put on top of your tri-tip.
Okay, what would Celine make? Because I'm not.
Yeah, it's not cutting it. That's not cutting it here.
He'd probably go to like fuck you. She'd probably bring green bean casserole. She likes green bean casseroles. Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. Nice and salty.
I have 2 dishes. I'm this whole time been trying to decide which one, but they both sound good. I have a chicken bacon ranch mac and cheese recipe.
Okay,
that is just honestly, not to my own horn, it is just fucking delicious. Every time I've made it, it's been an absolute hit.
I didn't realize this was the Aaron show. He's like, don't worry, I got you guys. Like, you have to fucking do that for me.
Or bacon wrap jalapeno poppers.
Oh,
okay. There we go.
So, yeah,
I changed my answer. I'm gonna make bacon wrap jalapeno.
Okay,
poppers.
then I'll make the mac and cheese.
Okay,
all
okay,
right.
deal.
Okay, all right. All right,
That's
sounds like
pretty
a good little barbecue / potluck, boys. I like it.
Fuck yeah.
I like it.
All right, next time we're all in the town together, that's what we're gonna fucking do. We're gonna make that shit. It's gonna be delicious.
Okay, sounds good.
I love the question, Aaron. For the fans, what would you guys bring to this cookout? That's the real question. And don't say barbecue beans because that's just stupid. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't say.
It's an actual dish that you have to make from scratch.
Don't say your homemade potato salad that you picked up from the store on the way over.
Yeah.
Like Michael Scott did.
No.
I'm gonna make Ruffles chips nacho flavored.
Ruffle flavored potato chips.
Yeah.
There you go.
Salt and pepper, baby. No. All right, guys. Everyone that's watched this far, we appreciate it. We love you. Like, comment, subscribe, send us a question. You can reach us at opinionsmostlypodcast@gmail.com. You can also just leave a question, comment in the YouTube page. Share it with a friend. We appreciate you guys sticking with us through the off season. We haven't been here, but we're here now, and that's all that fucking matters. We are here for you. Boys, anything else you want to say?
Check
Kind.
it, baby.
Love one another.
All right, guys. Until next time. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later.